YouTube, I'm back with another good video, fellas. The weather's shit today. I don't have my camera, unfortunately. I don't even have my laptop, so I couldn't make any videos or edit this week. But I'm back. Without further ado, I don't want to waste time, and I don't want to make excuses. I just seen something crazy on Instagram, and I told myself straight, I have to make a video on this. Fellas, when a woman rejects you, you need to move the fuck on. So I just seen on Instagram, right? So a woman put out a story of an Uber driver who picked her up and obviously was showing interest in her, and for whatever reason she wasn't feeling him. She said someone the same age as her dad, right? And he was talking to her and she wasn't feeling it, and she felt unsafe, so she gave him a fake number. And the Uber driver now has seen that the number is fake, so the next day, or how many ever days after, goes to her house to try to get the real number. Mistake number one: if a woman has given you the wrong number, she's giving you the wrong number for a reason. Do not fucking simp. Do not push your luck. Do not do too much and go over there trying to get her number. Because if she wants to give you a number, she will give you the right number. One thing I learned growing up is, if a woman gives you a number, her real number, then there's some kind of interest there. Because if she's not interested, as you can see, she's not going to give you a real number. And that's cool. But why I'm saying to you fellas, and what I'm saying when she doesn't give you her number, you need to move on, is because he's now gone over to her house. She's not at home. Her neighbor opens the door, or a housemate, whatever, opens the door, and he asks for her number. And she's not around, so he's gone now. She's not around, he couldn't get the number. And the neighbor messages the girl to say that Uber driver that dropped you off yesterday just came by around the house to get your number. And she reported him to Uber, she called the police, and essentially he lost his job. Cool. Fellas, when a woman has shown you signs that she's not interested in you, you need to move the fuck on. And this is why I'm preaching, go for women who lost for you. If a woman's not feeling you, move on to the next. That's why I'm preaching this. And women out there give the wrong advices. She's not interested in you, keep chasing her, buy her flowers, keep trying, and eventually she will say yes. But fellas, in the generation we are in the world we live in right now, if a woman is not interested in you, move the fuck on. Because if you don't, and you do what this Uber driver has done, you risk losing your job. And he's lost his job. You risk losing what you're building. You're building an empire. As a man, you're building an empire, and you've lost it right there. One small decision, one small mistake, and your job is gone like that. That's the generation we live in. If she reports you to HR in her workplace, in your workplace, you lose your job. Without investigation, you're dismissed. You're on paid dismissal whilst they investigate. And then you lose your job like that. You lose your source of income like that. Fellas, if a woman is not feeling you, move on, G. Move the fuck on. Stop sulking, stop trying too hard. And this frustrates me because, yes, he's in the wrong. We can't dispute that. Yes, he didn't read the sign, and that's why I'm saying social skill is so important. Being able to read the room, being able to read the energy. But because we live in a society where an agenda is pushed that If she's not interested, keep trying. Get her the flowers. The more you try, the more interest she will show you, which is wrong. It's leading to guys struggling socially. It's leading to guys' social awareness being poor. You are now risking your job, risking your future, risking your empire. And yes, motherfucker was old as fuck. He's essentially lost an income that puts food in his family's mouth, in his children's mouth. He can't pay his bills, he can't pay his rent because he's lost his job just like that. Uber got rid of him just like that. Didn't even investigate. See, fellas, being socially aware, it's really not that hard to tell when a woman's not feeling you. When a woman's not feeling you, the vibe is not there. The energy is not there. The atmosphere is awkward. You're trying to talk to her and her response doesn't give you that energy. Doesn't give you that lust. She doesn't give you that sign that she is genuinely attracted in you. Yet, you push, you keep trying, and now she's reported you to HR. Now you've lost your job. Uber has got rid of him. When a woman is not feeling you, fellas, when a woman has no interest in you, you will know. She's giving you the wrong number. That's a sign that she's not feeling you, G. That's a sign that you're not the guy she's attracted to. So why are you then wasting your time? Why are you then wasting your energy? Why are you then pursuing a woman? Why are you then simping and putting her on a pedestal and she's clearly not interested in you? And now you've lost your job. Now you have no source of income. We have to be moving smart out here. Fellas, we are building a community. We are building a family. We are building an empire. Do not risk it. Do not lose everything you've worked for in your life. Do not lose your empire. Do not lose where you are because of the wrong decision. One small decision in this generation will cost you everything. And that's a fact. That's a fact. He did all of that for a woman who had no interest in him. And I'll put it this way, fellas. Had that driver been a guy who she was attracted to, yes, she would find it cute. Yes, she would find it attractive. Oh, she would have given him the right number. But as she's not feeling you, and that's why I'm saying date women who lust for you. As she wasn't feeling him, she reported him right away. But let it be a handsome guy who she finds attractive that's young, around her age, she probably would have given him the right number. She probably would have found it cute that he went the extra mile. So everything is about attraction. Everything is about a woman genuinely lusting for the man you are. Genuinely being attracted to the man you are. And fellas, I've always said to you, being able to read the room, being able to read the energy is top level game. And a lot of men in our society are struggling with that. See me, I'm going to break this down for you. I went to one barbecue, right? It was alright, it was cool, the vibe was cool. And there was this light-skinned girl who I thought was feeling me. Shit was going good. And when I got her number, it was a digit short. She was probably feeling me. I ain't gonna cap. Because the energy was right. She gave the right vibe. But because that number was wrong, didn't bother pursuing it. Because that number wasn't complete, I just moved the fuck on. And I don't care. Because the moment you fuck up, the moment you slip, the moment you chase a woman who's not interested in you and you put her on a pedestal, you risk losing everything you worked for, especially in a professional job, in a job where you're doing something serious, in a job where this is your source of income. In a job where this is what puts food in your mouth. Never fuck around. Never be around the bush somewhere where you know is important to you. That's why you don't date women who you work with. You don't chase women who you work with. Whilst you're on the job, you keep it professional. Because if you don't do that, fellas, what you have to lose is a lot more, and it's not worth it. I saw that on Instagram today and I was like, fuck, I have to do a video on that. Fuck, it's sad. Yes, the guy was in the wrong, but shit, losing your whole source of income because you're being a creep. The generation is producing people who are creeps. And when you have real people in your life who put you on real game, who tell you when a woman's not feeling you, move on. And I say that because I know a lot of men out there don't understand the game. Why I tell men to move on is because I know a lot of men out there can't read the room, can't read the energy. So when you've approached her and she said no, it's best to move on. Someone else will find you attractive. Someone else will give you the right number. But when you simp and put that woman on the pedestal who's not feeling you, you put yourself at risk. You put yourself in danger of losing everything you've worked for in life. Fellas, please, please, please be smart. Develop your social skills, your social awareness skills. You have to develop all of that, or else this world, this generation isn't going to show you any mercy, isn't going to give a fuck about you. You lose everything you work on, and when you do, life goes on. People don't care. That's what I need you guys to realize. Fellas, be on your grind. Build your empire. Focus on your goal. The women will come, 100%. But by the time they do come, and you've watched my videos consistently, you will know what the right woman looks like. You will know this right social setting. You will know how to read a woman's energy. You will know whether she's feeling you or not. It's a shame for that Uber driver, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You live and you learn. Fellas, do not make that mistake. I don't want to hear anyone from my community or my family, my circle, and I'm talking about you guys watching this, to lose their job over something so little, something so petty. It's never worth it, fellas. I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be. Like, comment, subscribe, hit me up in the DMs, fellas. I'm out.